to achieve all that you see happening now, Dominica would have had the best road network in the English-speaking Caribbean 40 years ago, like it does now. If it was as simple to develop a country like Dominica, as some make it seem, the Dominica State College would be as old as this country, and our hospitality would have long been the best in the region. We have more Dominicans studying overseas now than ever before, thanks to scholarships funded or arranged by this government, universal access to primary, secondary, and tertiary education. We need to encourage our compatriots to ask themselves these questions whenever they forget or simply don't know where we have taken Dominica from and how grateful we must be for the development and transformation that we're witnessing across our country today. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dominica is well and truly open for business, and the influx of investment which has fueled the dynamism we are witnessing is here because this government went out and shared its vision with the world. When this government speaks, the world listens. And there is no bigger statement to make than the one we are making today with the opening of this five-star resort. That Dominica is a new destination of choice. That Dominica is resilient. That Dominica is being transformed. The comprehensive development of our housing and hospitality sectors has certainly been symbolic of national pride and commitment, as we collectively overcame the worst natural disaster in this country's history, to display the resilience and competence needed to move this country forward. It is impossible to walk through this hotel and its courtyards and not marvel at the craftsmanship of our local artisans, who worked in tandem with the hundreds of other workers on this project. The types of finishes that are authentic Dominican show the world what climate-resilient Dominican architecture looks like, and will ensure that there will be no other Kempinski like the one right here in the carpets in Dominica. When the other hotel and tourism projects on the West Coast are complete, Dominica will have its own platinum coast to attract and cater to luxury travelers from around the world and provide employment and entrepreneurship opportunities for our citizens residing here and in the diaspora. Thanks to already strong ecotourism offerings, we're well positioned to be the most diverse destination in this part of the world. Increasing our five-star stock will also directly enhance our ability to further grow our festivals. Judging by all reports, this year's World Queer Music Festival was a resounding success, attracting more than 6,000 visitors to our shores. But we must appreciate that we can go even bigger and better when we expand our accommodation and modernize our air and seaports. Having the capacity to comfortably host events like music festivals, international cricket, and global conferences are the driving forces behind this government's insistence on improving and expanding our hotel sector and ancillary facilities. This is why, as part of government's overall vision to build resilience and modernize and transform this country, we'll be proceeding next year with the construction of a new modern container and cruise port and a cruise village, which will provide expanded cargo facilities and allow the receiving of more visitors in an improved and comfortable environment. Plans are also coming together for the construction of our international airport. This week, I received a special envoy from a friendly government who has conveyed the intention to provide the financing for the construction of the international airport for Dominica. We expect to have teams on island from the second week in November who will visit the site and begin preliminary preparations, and we expect that work can begin in earnest in 2020. While we're proceeding apace with work on the international airport, we continue to pursue efforts to increase air access. We are in advanced discussions, for example, with JetBlue And we expect that in February 2020, we will have direct flights to Dominica from New York. Negotiations are also continuing with other airlines as well. We have also concluded negotiations with Silver Airways, formerly Seaboard, and from November 12th, Silver Airways, which has code share with United, JetBlue, and Avianca, and interline arrangements with American Airlines, Delta, Air Canada, and among others, will be coming in every day from Puerto Rico. They will also be overnighting in Dominica to enable an earlier departure and better connection to our primary source markets. Air Antilles has also increased its flights from 4 days a week to 7 days a week during the peak season, with services into Canefield and the Douglas Charles Airport, from Guadeloupe, Fort-de-France, and St. Martin, which will facilitate connections to Europe, the US, and Latin America. My friends, we cannot invite people to Dominica and then not provide them with high quality places to stay, the finest restaurants to dine at, or vibrant entertainment districts in which to unwind. Standing here today, I am proud to see the country's tourism product being elevated to a level that surpasses what we dreamed of, to be at the level that we can now compete with the best. More importantly, I am proud to see this country's tourism product receive yet another jewel in its crown to the benefit of the citizens of this country. From the moment of the groundbreaking for this resort 4 years ago to now, Dominicans have been employed and will continue to play key roles in the daily operation of this 160-room resort. I have never been one to be starstruck, but I assure you that I'll be smiling wider than anyone here when I read the foreign tabloid newspapers and see photographs of various footballers and movie stars vacationing in Dominica on the newly enhanced beachfront here at the Kempinski Resort. Because this is our reality, now that we have a world-renowned five-star resort, which complements the beauty and attractions of this island. The onus now is on all of us to ensure that we make the most of the opportunities which will inevitably present themselves as we welcome more persons to this country. From farmers and fishermen to entrepreneurs and persons wanting to start or progress their service industry careers, the time is ripe for you to seize the opportunity which is now at your doorstep. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to sincerely thank Mohamed Asari and his team at Range Development, who left no stone unturned and pushed hard to see this project through to completion. I also want to tell you, Mohamed, that Dominica appreciates what you have managed to achieve with our CBI program. Through your efforts and that of Kamal, you have absolutely helped to move our hotel and service sector to the next level. The government and Mohammed and Range enjoyed a very constructive, harmonious relationship throughout the span of the construction of the hotel up to today, our opening ceremony. There are some who may criticize Mohammed for whatever reason, but I can tell you, and no one can contest, that he has delivered that which he has promised. And I want to say thank you. He's not an easy guy, you know, but he's a tough guy, but certainly he delivers, and he has delivered. Because to have brought the 122-year-old respected and renowned five-star Kempinski brand to Dominica is a no mean achievement, and we applaud you for this, and we applaud Range for this. Right next door to this hotel, Range Developments will soon be proceeding with its second project, the construction of a 130-room five-star resort, which will also be under an international brand, and which will complement the offerings of this resort, and look forward to its timely completion as well. We also express our deepest thanks and appreciation to Kempinski Resorts for agreeing to partner with Range Capital Developments and expressing their confidence in this country to allow their brand to be launched in Dominica. We are indeed very grateful. As I conclude, I want to reiterate that today's ceremony proves that investing in Dominica is profitable. This country is secure, economically stable, and business friendly. It has been a joy and indeed a privilege for me to share in this moment with all of you this evening. Among you are those who shared my dream of developing the tourism sector in Dominica many years ago. Among you are many of the developers, architects, engineers, construction workers, designers, hotel staff, and ancillary staff whose work has turned Dominica's prayers and dreams into tangible reality. I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you on reaching this milestone. Those who have a vision for developing Dominica can attest that making such massive investments in the face of the global economic climate is a very daunting yet necessary task. The good book admonishes that, and I quote, "The race is not for the swift, nor the battle for the strong, but for those who endure to the end," end quote. Let us continue on our march toward achieving the targets we have set for ourselves for the greater benefit of this country, the Commonwealth of Dominica. May God bless the Kempinski Resort and Spa, its management, staff, and all the hard-working Dominicans who will provide the services to keep our guests happy. And I want really to stress on my gratitude to Carmel and Mohammed and Range Development for the true partnership with the government and people of Dominica. It has been a mutually beneficial relationship and all redounding to the benefit of our citizens of Dominica. And I want to say to my Dominican citizens that we have to continue to embrace the CBI program and recognize the important contribution that those who apply to become citizens of Dominica make to our overall economic and social advancement. And if we're to remove these investments in our country and indeed the wider region, we can understand the continued challenges which we'll have in this region. So it's a major source of economic benefit. But for me, from a philosophical standpoint, I believe that Dominica is, as a small island nation, is making a huge contribution to the world by providing citizenship to so many across the world who, because of circumstance, have certain challenges or who may have been born into a state of statelessness. And I think we have to look at our program beyond just the economic benefit, but recognizing as an island nation the contribution we're making to the world and to citizenship around the world and creating this global village and ensuring that the global peace and brotherhood and sisterhood can coexist. And we have to look at this. And I want to thank all of you, the developers and promoters, and so many of you who are in the audience who are proud citizens of Dominica. And you have now to move your vocation to the Commonwealth of Dominica. Going to other countries is not allowed or encouraged. So we'll see you here many times again. Thank you very much, and indeed an honor to be here.
Thank you very much for this heartfelt speech. Now we move on to the ribbon cutting. So the organizers will be escorting you to the lobby, going out from this door. And we encourage everyone to join us in this beautiful moment of actually cutting the ribbon and entering into the lobby of the hotel. Thank you very much for coming today, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yo. Yes, for Berlin.
I check it. I should know. I'm like, a while ago.
No,